Hey guys, figured I'd give you an update on the GTS. Today I got the new coil packs in it and started tearing in to get the cats out, but after letting it run for a little bit, it seemed like it was doing pretty decent. So let's start it up. Okay, so this is start up. It's been sitting for a little bit. Still takes a little bit to start up, but it's running way better. So what we did, we just replaced all of these coil packs over here, tightened this up. I have all of this torn out right now because we were gonna go to the exhaust underneath, but I think it's running a lot better now. The throttle response is actually really good. So if you notice when I started it, it took like 4 or 5 seconds to start. Well, it's throwing a code that's common for the high pressure fuel pump. So we got that ordered and we're gonna install that and hoping that fixes that and gets it cleared up the rest of the way. So what I'm gonna do right now is plug the scanner into it and see what codes it's still throwing. When I first bought this thing, it had like 40 codes and it was misfiring like no other. I took it down the road, drove it around a little bit, and it wasn't misfiring at all. Also, when we were doing the coil packs earlier on this thing, well, I'll just show you them. So this is my 3+ foot of extension, because I was going to do the catalytic converters, but every single coil pack, all 8, had a crack in it, hairline fracture. At least one. Some of them had 2 or 3 cracks in them. So those were junk. So if you have one of these, either 4.5 liter or 4.8 Cayennes, and you're just having a misfire like no other, and you're just kind of stumped on what it is, pull a coil pack out, or maybe a couple, and see if they have a crack. Because once they're cracked, they're gone. You're not gonna get any use out of that thing anymore. But yeah, like I said, if you haven't seen my last video, we picked this up for $6,000. I mean, it was running absolutely horrible. It was hardly even running, really. And now we've put really not too much work into it. We've done spark plugs on it. We did coil packs today, put fresh fluid in it, and we put some CATA-clean stuff in there. It's a catalytic converter cleaner. So yeah, that's all we've done to it so far. I do have the intake system disconnected because I was going to try to get those cats out like I said earlier. But as of right now, with the cats being so hard to get to, I think we're just going to wait for the high pressure fuel pump to come in and change that out first, because I mean, that'll save me, I can't even imagine how many hours trying to get those cats out. I'll show you where the high pressure fuel pump is. So if you look in here, your high pressure fuel pump is actually just this right here. There's just a couple fuel lines back there, and also some like 3 bolts, I believe it is. But yeah, 4.8 liter. So I never showed this thing actually driving before, because I mean, it would hardly even move. If it was sitting, you know, overnight out in the yard, if I started up and tried to move it, it took everything for it to actually move. But now we'll just go on a short drive and see how it drives. So I'm gonna start her up. It takes a little bit, but we still got an engine light, and we got a chassis system failure or faulty. But I mean, beforehand, this thing would not climb up this hill. That's kind of annoying. It's telling me my hood's open, but I mean, I'm hardly on the throttle right now. It still has a little bit of clogginess to it, but way better. So overall, I'm super happy with the results we've gotten so far, because I only have, you know, maybe $400 or $500 in the parts that I've put on it so far. I did order cats, that was like $800. But as of right now, I'm gonna do the high pressure fuel pump. If that fixes it, then I can return those. But yeah, I mean, we're about $6,500 into this thing right now if we don't have to do the cats, and that's just amazing. It doesn't have super low miles, but it is only at 140,000, so that's not bad. I mean, these Cayennes last forever. Anyone that's had one or has one knows that they're pretty dang reliable for a foreign SUV. You know, the Porsche Cayenne, you really can't beat it. I mean, closest thing's Range Rover, and who wants to maintain a Range Rover? Definitely not me. But yeah, thanks for watching. This will probably sum up this video. I'm gonna get everything put together back in the engine bay again, like the air intake system, and I'm gonna put the fender liners back in, get it all buttoned up, and then it's probably just gonna sit until the high pressure fuel pump arrives, and then I'll update you guys again when that happens. So I mean, this thing is really in amazing shape. I have the fender liners out right now, but this thing is really, really clean. Really clean. Paint just shines. But yeah, like and subscribe, and we're gonna have more videos coming out on this. I'm gonna have a video coming out next week about just a simple breakdown of how to buy and sell cars off of Facebook Marketplace. I've seen a lot of videos that cover it, but I think they leave out a few really good pointers that could really help someone actually get a good deal and get in their driveway. So yeah, just watch next week for that, and see you next time.